Alright guys, down here at storage, gonna do a couple of mods to the Triumph. First one I get started on should have been a super easy deal. Every video I've watched out there explains it. You know, pretty simple, pretty easy, etc. Watched several, and of course mine doesn't cooperate, isn't the same something. So let me show you what I got. So I got it off. All that looks normal. That's where the windscreen was going to get mounted. This is the two for that other black cap. That cap that goes around my gauge cluster right there. Everybody's video, let's see if I can get this in my hand. Oh, everybody's video, they take this off, and by the time they're loosening that, this is flopping around, ready to come out. You know, why you still have all this other stuff up here. Well, if you notice mine, this and this, so if yours comes down and goes around like that, this is a 2022, so maybe it's only on the newer version bikes. I don't know, because the guy's video I watched, Evolving Male, he's got a 2020. His wasn't like this. Let me get around this other side. So by the time he was taking out those two, this thing was basically falling out like this. Not this, just this. This was still there. Mine wouldn't do that. Still won't do that. Mine's got the gauge cluster, and you see those little nipple deals. I don't know if I was supposed to pull them out. That looks like bolts to me, so glad I didn't pull on it. I ended up breaking something. I don't know what just yet. But this whole pad here, that's metal. It's mounted. Well, anyway, I had to take my headlight, these two here and this one and that one. I had to take my headlight assembly out so I could get in here and see what's going on. The headlights are right there. But I had to take all of that out, because once this black thing comes off, well, there's another screw hole right there. There's another one right there, and the same over here on this side. That one down there, not this one, but that one. And once you get them off, that whole nose piece over there will come off, so you can put the fly screen on it and then reassemble it. But I haven't seen any other videos on street Triumphs having to do this just to get the thing off, just to put a fly screen on. I know the 2024s are ridiculously different. I mean, they don't even have that on it. They have some little bitty thing, and you got to buy that and the windscreen or fly screen or whatever. So I just wanted to see, show you. Oh, and I unplugged my headlight. But I just wanted to show you, and what little you can see here, that mine, this piece, you want to look through that, it's upside down. This piece and the gauge are one. I mean, it wraps all the way around it. But they don't separate. This piece don't just slide out, and the gauge clusters stay there, like on the 2020s. At least that's what I've seen on Evolving Male and a couple of others videos that I watched. So apparently Triumph has made a change after 2020 sometime. This is a 2022, so I don't know if they did it in 21 or 22 or whatever, but it is different. The fly screen, any aftermarket deal, from what I can tell, I haven't put it on yet, but it looks the same. But just getting that cone piece off is different, because this piece, in fact, there was a bolt. I don't know how to turn this flash on. There was a bolt right there on this side, the head of the bolt, and I got a nipple on this side. But yeah, I had to take a bolt out just to get this to move. And I haven't heard anybody else talking about a bolt on this, on the front side here, on having to remove that. So I don't know, guys. I'm just showing you what I'm coming across. Should have been a 10-minute job. It took 10 minutes to figure out. So anyway, just wanted to let you know, show you what I got going on. I'll get back with you when I get it back together. Alright guys, welcome back. So I know it's hard to tell. They call this smoke. Well, I'm telling you, That's limo tint. And you can kind of see my. Oh, hold on, let me turn that off. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. They call that smoke. To me, it's black. It's like limo tint. If you can, I can't get the reflection to stop. But I mean, you can see through it barely. But this is one of those AliExpress items. I think I paid, I don't even know, $20, $30 for it, maybe something. I don't know. But it's on there. Like I told you before, I had to take the headlight out and everything. I don't know why mine's different. I don't, maybe it's the year model. But I had to put all that back together. And she's on there though. A little higher than the factory, but this is not going to provide much. This will probably put it into your helmet instead of into your chest, kind of thing. It's not going to sweep the wind up over you. So on a sports bike, it would be up higher and it would channel the air over you. This probably not going to do next to nothing, but it looks better, and it gives the gauge cluster something to sit behind now. So before it was kind of poking out a little. Now it's completely covered, if you will. So got that on, and went ahead and bolted up one other item real quick, and that is those carbon fiber heel guards. I got one there and one on the other side. Let me get over there. And one there. I haven't tightened them, torqued them all the way down. I've torqued them quite a bit, but I gotta check them. See how this stand? I don't know if y'all caught the video where I put this thing together. But see how after lifting the bike a couple of times, it kind of tweaked and weird and wonky looking. Thin metal. Don't know how I feel about that right now. Give it a little bit longer and we'll see how it goes. But I haven't even used these, and they're probably fine. Those are some eBay, eBay specials I saw on another video. And the reason I wanted these is they mount up like Triumph, where they have the bolt here and then the wire goes through, and they have the correct plugs on the end to plug into the factory Triumph wiring harness, so you ain't got to splice nothing or anything. But I kind of was thinking, I remembered, back in these days when I was working on cruisers and stuff, there was a brand called Kariakin, or however you say it, starts with K, that made blinkers. I don't have mine on. I've got a different whole fender setup that I've got mine, and I have one here and one over here that act as brake lights and blinkers, etc. When I went to Sturgis for the first time, they had a booth up there, and in their booth they had some that were the size of a pencil eraser. I mean, they were teeny tiny, quite literally a pencil eraser, and they were super bright, and they were by Kellerman or Kellyman, something like that. If you do some searching online, you'll see Kellerman. They're German or somewhere overseas, something like that. Well, they teamed up with Kariakin, and they've got some really small, about this size, maybe a little different, but more or less that size. But they are uber bright. So I've got some of them coming. So probably going to be changing those out. I got 4 of them coming, and they're not cheap. But the great thing about them is you order them singles. You don't get a pair or a 4, you get 1 every time you order one. So if you do something to your bike or whatever, say it falls or somebody hits it, and you break one, or if one stops working or whatever, you don't have to buy a pair just to get a single replacement, because they sold singly. And they're about, I don't know, you can find them on sale and clearance and stuff for 50, 70, 80 bucks each. That's right, each. Sometimes, I want to say when I was out in Sturgis, they had $75 a pair for those little bitty, pencil eraser, smaller than my pinky. I mean, like a number 2 pencil eraser, little bitty thing. Maybe they were $75 each. It's been so long. I bought a set. I brought them home, and I'm almost positive. I never got to use them yet. I'm almost positive a buddy of mine asked me if I still had them about 3 or 4 months later. He needed them, so I think I sold them to him what I paid for them. It's been so long ago. I mean, gosh, it was either 18 or 19 that I went to Sturgis. So it's been a while. I think it was the 73rd Sturgis. I don't remember, but that was a hell of an event. That was a bucket list journey. I loved it. I had just finished. Side note, just finished rebuilding. This was a 96, you know, from the factory, and I just punched it out to a 107 Power Commander. All the stuff, and just filled it up with oil. Left out the next day. Rented a truck to put it in the back of, and drove to Sturgis. Drove about, it's roughly 1,600 miles from here. I drove, I want to say 9 the first day and finished up on the second day. Got there to camp kind of late that evening, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Woke up the next morning, was having some, you know, issues or whatever. Still had the braking oil. I thought when you went to Sturgis, you put a couple hundred miles on the bike. Put 2,200 miles on that bike in less than a week. Oh my God, the riding out there was amazing. If you've never been, I highly encourage you to go. Absolutely, absolutely, you know, mind-blowing. Geronimo, the Black Hills, I mean, it's amazing. So back to this. I don't know why I rambled on about that. So sorry guys, y'all want to hear about the Triumph video. Y'all want to hear about Sturgis. So, got them installed. Probably gonna roll the bike out here in a minute. I can't seem to get away from this crappy weather, but probably gonna roll it back out just to get it out here in the light, kind of see it a little more. But I got the screen on. I think next, I don't know, man. I've got risers to put on. I've got bar end mirrors to put on. I've got a belly pan to put on. I got an exhaust to put on. I bought some levers, but I'm really not liking them. They were in eBay or whatever special. I might try to put them on. And I bought some foot pegs, but I don't think I'm going to use them either. Another eBay thing. They just look bad. But I still got to order some kind of engine slider, frame slider, whatever, some kind of protector. So, I really don't like when it bolts to the engine, because I feel like, you know, an engine protector to me is good if the bike falls over. It's not really good for a crash. And with that on there, going down the road, it hits a rock, whatever, sliding, it could break off. And when it does, it's not just going to break it, it'll break the engine mount too. So even though you might have been protecting the side of your engine, you're breaking off where it mounts to the frame. It's kind of defeating the point. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I still got blinkers and stuff coming in. I've got a bunch of stuff to do, but I don't know. This will probably be it for today's video. I just wanted to give a quick little mod run, you know, show you what I got done. I really do like that carbon fiber, and those are from AliExpress, and they're real carbon fiber. They're really thin, but I mean, they seem pretty fine to me. They look great. I got some more carbon fiber coming in. I figured I'd order some small things and see how it turned out before I spent real money. But everything's coming along, man. The bike's turning out great. And I just got to get some seat time in it. Anyway, y'all do the YouTubey things, you know, subscribe, make a comment, tell me I'm an idiot, tell me you like the bike, you know, whatever. Give me a hey thumbs up if you're digging what I'm doing. And y'all come back and check it out next time. I got more mods coming. I got, you know, a bunch of stuff here, you know, and I got some more over here. I just got all kind of crap everywhere. I need to get organized fast. Today would be a great day to do that. So, all right, rolled her out here. Get a better look at her. With them pegs going and that tail tidy. Man, that looks so much sexier. So much better. Bike's got a lot of good lines. Taking some things away like some pegs and that tail tidy instead of that factory tail. Really clean it up. There's the carbon fiber deal. I still got to wipe it down. I got fingerprints and smudges all over it. But now it's got the, well, they call it a fly screen. But that's where she's at right now, guys. I ain't mad at it. Certainly ain't mad at it. She's dirty and what have you. But she's looking better already. I got a bunch more parts here and coming. So stay tuned. Gonna make it look a lot better. But I gotta say, it's off to a good start already. I've had the bike long enough to get my tag, as you can see. All right, guys.